Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus and I'm so glad you're here today. If you're not on my newsletter yet, get it right now. Go sign up. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter. You can read all about what I share on that page. The link is in the show notes. So, I am so tired out today. Oh my god, I cannot even tell you. And it's been a busy week. Yesterday, I was even more tired. Today, at least, I have the energy to talk and record this episode. So, I've been busy with this project that I'd been putting off for a long time. um, in fact, not even putting off. I just want to start on it, but I just didn't. It felt overwhelming. It felt like too much. But a couple of weeks ago, something happened. I think it was sometime last month where somehow I'm like, okay, I got to do this. That's it. I'm just going to do it. And it has been very satisfying, but also physically extremely tiring. But there's something there because it's work that I have to do with my body and less with my mind. Yes, a lot of brain also has to be applied here, some brain work, but mostly it's me moving and lifting and that movement, physically making things happen and seeing results as and when I get things to do every single day, bit by bit. That's been very fulfilling. And okay, so uh, we moved into this place a few years ago, and this house that we stay at doesn't have a lot of storage space, as in cabinets and stuff like that, which we had in our older place. So, in this place, we decided to keep one bedroom as a storage room. We decided to dump whatever we weren't immediately using, put all the carton boxes into it, and then whatever we needed, everything else we'd unpacked. So, this storage room was, everything that we didn't immediately need was just piled up there in a very haphazard manner. And you can imagine, if it's a few years, I didn't even know what was in what carton because all the cartons were kind of piled up. And yes, we had written stuff on the carton, but really, when they're all piled up, you can't really read the labels, right? So it was a big, confusing mess. And there was this tiny little area I had created, like carved out a little space in the middle of that room, which I would use to. I could sit there. I had put one chair there, and I used it for something. I just kept that little area to be there sometimes. The thing is, with all these cartons piled all around, there was a very cozy, quiet feel to that room. So sometimes, if I wanted to just sit by myself in silence, and especially if I wanted to record, not so much the podcast, but audio that I could not really refine or edit, like for my YouTube videos. If I had to do a voiceover and stuff, which I couldn't edit, like the voiceover can't be edited as with the podcast. It's pretty easy to make it a little cleaner, the audio, but it's not so easy with the YouTube videos, or at least the video software that I use. So for that, to do the voiceovers and stuff, I'd go sit there in that room, and because of all the cartons, it created a nice, almost like a soundproof a room. Anyway, so that was all the space there was, just like enough for me to walk in and sit on this one chair and do my recordings, or just sit there quietly for some time. But yeah, so then, that is a place which I thought, oh my god, it's this whole entire room which is not getting used, and it would be so nice to create space in that room, so that for a long time I haven't worked on. I make handmade jewelry. with wire and crystals. I make miniature little characters with polymer clay, animals and monsters and stuff like that. All of that I hadn't done for a long time because I didn't have a place to set it all up and keep all the little tools and the materials and everything, just left open so that I can access and sit into whenever I feel like. So I kept thinking it would be nice to create a little space in this room for me to do all that work. But all these cartons, just imagine, they were like, whatever, 30 plus cartons all over the place. All of this occupying the room, it seemed so unreal. And when I was in my head about the whole thing, I'm like, okay, how do I clear this room? Maybe all the cartons need to be pulled out of that room and then, things rearranged. There's some furniture also there. And then one by one, the cartons put back. And anyway, I had all these crazy ideas and I'd overthink it so much, and then I'd get overwhelmed and I'd just never get around to doing anything. And the room's just been there for years now, sitting as it is with just a hope. Once in a while, a little plan sparking, like, okay, I should do something. Then I'm like, oh no, it's too much. I can't do anything. And then go. But then mid September, I just wanted to do it. I think I'd been wanting to pull out my books. We have so many books that we like, actual physical books, which have been collected over several years, decades. And all of them had been left in the cartons right in that room. And somehow I felt like, oh, it would be so nice to unpack all those books and put them on the shelves, on the bookshelves. And that is what started it. So I thought, okay, let me just do, one box here, unpack, one box there. We'll not try to move the whole thing around, not shuffle stuff. Let's just start. So at least I can get some books and put them out in the shelves outside. And it started with that. Of course, the shelves outside were already full of other things, so I had to clear those out also. But it started with that. And then just like that, every single day I was doing two, three boxes here, two, three boxes there. And every single day by doing that, um, the room got cleared. Like there's just the last bit left. Like there must be about three or four cartons left and few other things that I need to move around. But I, I I can barely believe it. Looking at that room, I'm like, oh my god, what did I actually do this? Did I actually clear this entire room, which it's looking so bright and big and spacious? I feel like I've got an entire new house now. Like that there is a new house feel to that room, not a lived-in feel. So that's a nice, it's a nice feeling to walk into. And the curtains had covered up the place in front of the windows, so it was kind of dark. Now it's all bright. It's feeling so good. So it reminded me again, and I've said this so many times here on the podcast, and I've it's easy, right, when you want to talk about it to others, or some projects you can take a certain perspective for towards a certain project, but the exact same thing you won't think of it when it's another project. So it, the starting trouble, feeling overwhelmed when you look at everything, take the whole thing as a try to digest the entire thing as a whole thing. um, it's always so much more difficult. It feels so overwhelming, but all you have to do is just get started. Like, just get started. That's it. Don't think too much. Don't think about the future. Don't think about where this is going to lead. Just start doing something, and don't even overdo it, which is something I consciously, again, over the weeks, I made sure I'm only doing, a couple of boxes, like two, three boxes a day. Because I'm like, if I overdo it, I'm going to get tired out and then I won't have the energy to continue. So I just kept it, I paced it out for myself. And because I paced it out, the beauty of it is, instead of a chore, this became like a project, a passion project. Because Every morning I wake up, I'm so excited. Oh my god, okay, today what else am I going to do in this room? What else am I going to clear? What else am I going to organize? So I've been like doing this like a beast, with so much enthusiasm. And no matter how tired I am, I sleep well, and the next day I'm awake and I'm like, oh my god, I'm really looking forward to this. After my brunch and everything, a little late in the morning, I start the work and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do today? I'm so excited about it. So, one is just getting started, two is pacing it out. One, pacing it out, and the reasons for that is firstly, not to get uh, too tired or wiped out, but also to keep something um, going for a little longer, so that there's that excitement and you're looking forward to it. When you leave something not completed, the next day you want to go back to it and keep continuing it, right? Like there's a feeling. So these two things, um, it's been incredible, and every step of the day way, whenever I have overthought it, I'm like, okay, I need to do this. If I think 4 5 steps ahead, I get overwhelmed. I always kind of rein myself back. I'm like, wait. Don't think, that much ahead. This box, you deal with this box right now. And we will see about how if you need to shuffle a few things, rearrange something later, it's okay. But look at what's right in front of you right now, and you handle it one step at a time, one step at a time. And yeah, it's it's been quite an experience. I am super tired, and right now I'm in a bit of a dilemma because there's only the last bit left, but I'm torn between whether tomorrow I should rest nicely, because I yesterday I overdid it because I'm in the home stretch, right? So I got extra enthusiastic yesterday. I'm like, oh, I've done, I'm almost there, let me finish it off more. So then I overdid it, and then physically I was like so tired by the end of the day. It's like, ah. So today also, I initially thought I'll rest, but then instead I was enthusiastic. So I did a little bit of work. I didn't overdo it like yesterday, but I still did get a bunch of things done. And I am super tired right now. So my dilemma is whether I should completely rest tomorrow and then maybe from Monday again restart the work, or whether I should just finish it all off tomorrow. Everything, like just finish it all, so that by Monday it's like, ooh, fresh new week. Diwali time, everything's done. I have a new clean, clear room. So it's a good problem to have, no? Not being able to decide on something like this, where it is 100% your own choice what you want to do, and you don't have to do either, you don't have to do anything. I can, the fact that I can give myself permission to just drop it all right now. Nobody's waiting for the room, it's just me. It's my joy that I want to do it. So I can even leave it for another month and go back to it. And just that, giving myself that little bit of an opening, that freedom to not do it, that is also giving me more. It's powering me, because knowing that, hey, I don't need to do it, I don't have to do it. That's taking off the pressure. So yeah, the three lessons for you today from my whole unpacking reorganization project is, one, just get started. You see what's right in front of you, just get started with one thing a little bit, and don't think about the future. Just start with what's right in front of you. Two, don't overdo it, do it a little at a time, pace yourself out, just so you have the energy and you have something to look forward to every single day, so you can stretch the project into a longer thing. And three, give yourself an out, an opening to say, I don't have to do it, I can drop it all right now, and if I feel like, I can come back to it another time. These are three ways to really hack your self, so that you can get over any kind of starting trouble on huge, if you have huge projects or things that you put off for a long time that you want to work on. and yeah, you'll feel physically tired, but you will also be lit up from within. All right, that's all for today. And see how much I love you. That even though I've had that super tiring wiping out week, I couldn't end the week without sending you, without recording this and publishing it. Because yes, my week is never complete without publishing a podcast episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here always. I will talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.